Welcome back to our channel, folks. It's Sean from Seattle Coffee Gear, and we're doing another of our top threes. This is a brand new top three for us. We're gonna be tasting and trying out 3 blends. For fairness and comparison, I'm gonna be brewing each on espresso and giving my reflections as we go through the video. Before we get into everything, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date on all things coffee. We picked out these 3 coffees because we find that they are super versatile in pretty much any home setting, whether it's a super automatic espresso, drip coffee, or you're going all the way with a full espresso setup. All right, let's talk about our first coffee. The first coffee we're talking about today is Tony's Crew Brew. This is a fan favorite as well as a crew favorite coffee. This is a really special coffee to us at Seattle Coffee Gear because it is a collaboration coffee that we have with Tony's up in Bellingham. They're a local coffee roaster, and I think that they have really created a good coffee here. When I tried this coffee, I find it to be super nutty and sweet, and it goes well in pretty much every coffee setting. All right, I'm gonna get this brewed up so we can try it out. All right, got my coffee brewed up. For folks who are curious, I'm using a 1-to-2 brewing ratio. So 20 grams of coffee in my basket for 40 grams yielded out for all of my recipes today. Let's try this coffee out. Starting off with the smell, it's just like this rich almond smell that I'm really enjoying. This is something that I really like in this coffee. It's got a kind of berry, jammy sweetness right against this like rich chocolate and almond. A really, really solid espresso. All right, that's everything on Crew Brew. Let's go ahead and try out our next coffee. For our second coffee today, we have Equator Coffee's Mocha Java Blend. This is a coffee I'm very excited about. We picked it out because of its kind of like fruity nature against a more traditional profile. It's rich and chocolatey and just kind of bright and interesting. I'm personally excited to try this coffee because we've had the Equator single origins in our retail stores, but this will be my first time trying this. All right, let's brew some up. So here we go with our tasting. Starting out with the smell of the coffee. It just got this like rich kind of like dark chocolate smell. I'm super excited to try this one out. And now I'm going to do a slurp. For those of you wondering, the slurp really helps me like taste all aspects of the coffee by spraying it all across my tongue. And also it cools it down so I don't burn my tongue on it so I can still enjoy the flavor. This is such an exciting coffee. It's got a strong sort of blackberry note on the front end, but then it settles out into this rich chocolate flavor. This would be really, really good in a latte where it'd be light and sweet, but also not make the milk taste sour. I'm really enjoying this coffee. And that's everything for coffee number 2. On to coffee number 3. Coffee number 3 is Olympia's Sweetheart Espresso. This is our ultimate pick. Something that I really like about this coffee is that it is a single origin coffee that is roasted and intended to be brewed as espresso. This one is much easier to pull for folks who are still just doing the fine tuning of their espresso workflow. One thing I really enjoy about this coffee is its seasonal rotation. Typically, it's sweet and a little bit chocolatey, but as the different single origin coffees come through, we get to try out a full exploration of flavors. All right, let's get some brewed up so we can try it out. All right, let's get started with the smell of this coffee. The smell of this coffee is really, really sweet and citrusy. This version of Sweetheart is a honey processed coffee from El Salvador, so I really am loving these notes. If y'all are curious about why I'm going through all of the steps in these coffee tastings, we have a video linked in the description below on how to do a coffee tasting and all the little details. All right, step 2, we're gonna go into the slurp. This coffee is so sweet. I really enjoy just kind of like this kind of like rich, sugary mouthfeel. Again, I'm just thinking of like lattes and cortados, things to really make this espresso shine. This is a coffee that's always just so exciting, and I just love that seasonal rotation. All right, now time for our secret bonus coffee, coffee number 4. Glad y'all stuck around. Our bonus coffee today is a decaf. This is Goodnight Moon from Camber Coffee Roasters. It uses a Swiss water decaffeination method and just tastes really good. Something that I notice about a lot of decafs is often they have a single note, kind of either chocolate or nutty, and not much else to them. That is not this coffee. This coffee is rich and sweet. It has some fun fruity notes and a lighter roast profile than a lot of decafs I've tried. I'm super excited to brew up some of this coffee. Let's get started with the smell of this coffee. The smell on this one has sort of like a chocolatey meets grassy sort of smell, in a good way. It's really rich, balanced, and sweet with this undertone of some earthiness that I'm really enjoying. Going for a slurp. And there's just like this sweet richness in this coffee. Something that I often notice is that decaf coffee feels neglected, and this one just isn't. It's super sweet and super good. Definitely the right choice for the decaf coffee drinker in your life. And that's everything for our top blends. Let us know if you've tried any of these out. I'd love to hear your recipes, how you brew them at home, and if you have any thoughts on one of the coffees. Be sure to sign up for our email newsletter so you stay up to date on all of the new blends our roasters keep releasing. If you are curious about any of these coffees, check out the description below this video where you'll find links to each of their product pages. Thank you so much for watching. Keep making coffee you love.